Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. We already hit infinite for the season, so you know what that means. Back to grinding Conquest. And today I got a deck for you that I'm currently sitting on a 92% win rate inside of Conquest. Technically 91.7, but whatever. And it's out of like 12 different matches. It's been working insanely well. And so unless you're living under a rock, Second Dinner gave us a brand new card into the game. It's Spider-Man. I know it's kind of a bad joke, but this is a whole new card, a whole new cost, a whole new power, and his ability is completely different. So it's essentially a brand new card. But basically, he's a 3 cost, 5 power that moves not only himself, but one of your opponent's cards from a location to another one. So of course, Spider-Man's a 3 cost, so you know what that means. We got to try him out in a Silver Surfer list. So everybody knows Silver Surfer. It's been months and months of Silver Surfer. No new tech, nothing crazy like that. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time breaking the deck down, but I do think I probably have the most refined list. It's working exceptionally well. So we'll break it down, look at the cards, why they're in here, and I'll give you a couple substitutions. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Silver Surfer is Silver Surfer, but I like this list a lot. We've got Nova, so we are running the Killmonger package. Killmonger is just a great tech card anyways, you know, with things like Kitty Pryde around or the high Evo decks that are floating Sunspot and Nebula. And then you just get to use Killmonger to buff your cards a little bit. So they are ultimately making the cut. Now we do have Goose here. You could run something like Jeff. I personally don't find myself needing him a whole lot in these matchups, but Goose is here to kind of lock your opponent out from playing something massive on the final turns. But do note, there are a lot of Zabas around, so they are usually going to be able to play cards into a lane that you stick Goose in. We do have Brood, probably the best card to be running with Silver Surfer, but he got so much better now that we're running Absorbing Man, and we will talk about that a little bit later. We're running Rogue. Don't cut Rogue from this list. I'm telling you, run Rogue. In the meta that we're running in, there are so many good cards to be hitting with Rogue. She has won me so many games. You can play her out on turn 3 when someone plays a Zabu on turn 2. You shut them down. They get like hardly any benefit. I've hit Iron Mans. There's a ton of different things that you can hit. Invisible Woman. And, you know, she's just a great tech card to have inside of a list that doesn't run a ton of tech cards. We do have Silver Surfer, obviously. We have the Storm. Being able to play Storm into Juggernaut usually kind of gives you a free win in that lane. Now, people are running a lot of Captain Marvel right now, but usually as long as you do draw your Silver Surfer, they're not able to go over the top of you. Now, Juggernaut, usually you're doing one of two things. You're playing him behind the Storm to kind of lock that lane down, or you're playing him on the final turn of the game to make sure your opponent doesn't put any cards where you don't want. If you do have priority, you can do some sneaky things. Like if you have a Maximus that's going to be Shangable, you play him out, you have priority so the Shang-Chi does not go off, saving your precious power in that lane. We are running Killmonger, like I said, good tech card. Plus, if you have Nova out, is buffing your cards just a little bit. Now, the newest addition that everyone's been really excited about and playing with is Spider-Man. He can do some tricky things. He can win you some games. But at the end of the day, he's just a good stat line as well with a little bit of tech. Now, we are running Maximus. You could run another tech card like Shadow King. I don't find myself really needing him right now. The meta's kind of changed a little bit, and I'd prefer to have this big statted card. But like I said, if you're going to change something out, you could change him for something else. Now we got Absorbing Man, who may be the best addition to Silver Surfer ever. Not only can you copy Silver Surfer's ability if you were able to play Sera out on turn 5, but more importantly and stronger is copying Brood. If you play Brood into Absorbing Man, he is going to make 2 Broodling copies of himself at 5 power for a total of 15. If you play Silver Surfer out, it will not buff Absorbing Man himself, but it will still buff his little Broodling clones that he makes for a total of 19 power. I think I did the math right. And then lastly, Sera, she's been a staple in Silver Surfer for so long. She allows you to play 3 3-cost cards on the final turn. But ultimately, if you don't draw her, it's not the end of the world. You can definitely still put out enough points to win. So let's go ahead and jump into the footage. Like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time breaking down the deck. Everybody knows Silver Surfer. So as always, gang, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Do me a favor. Help out the channel. Click that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you around. All right, so let's keep Nova out of Nidavellir because I mean the plan is to blow him up, right? We definitely want to blow him up. All right, so we do have Brood into Absorbing Man play here. Would we rather shut that down? I'm not too concerned with shutting it down. I'd be more impressed with taking a Darkhawk. Is that a Sera? Lord have mercy. Well. Hey, he does. I mean, we're gonna take his Sera from him, and then we can play Juggernaut on the final turn. God dang. Everything's free. Oh, well. I guess we're doing this. Golly, he's got everything discounted. Maybe he didn't play much left. Okay, this is good. We got big. I'm glad we put the Absorbing Man on the right. So that's gonna hit Sera, great. Okay. We're gonna jug, kill. So he can play 3/4 cost, right? And one of these is probably, oh, he's gonna Shang-Chi me. But I've got priority, so he can't. You know what? Live a little. He can't Shang the left. And that is exactly what he just played in there. Is the right Darkhawk, though. Is it even enough? I don't think so. Nothing Shangable on the right. What was that? Was that Shang? You stayed in for 8 for that? Would this have done it for you? You gotta play Shang-Chi in there. I mean, I guess we're snapping, right? But we're not putting Nova here because my luck is just gonna blow up. Okay, so that's good. Could we get a Brood one time? If he drops a Zabu here on the right, I can rogue it. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take it unless I get Brood here. All right, well, we're taking this from him. I guess we'll do. I feel like he can probably fill it up here. No. Okay. I don't think we're gonna pull this one out. We'll see what happens though. I'll be able to play three cards next turn. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Okay, so this is happening. Dang, am I really not gonna play Killmonger here? Yeah, I think we play Maximus in the middle. We're just gonna give up the raft. Well, we got the Killmonger anyways. Yeah, so that's a quick game here. Even if he didn't hit Killmonger there, I'm only down, what, 2 points? So yeah, I would have still won the middle. So Rogue coming in clutch, shutting down him being able to play all these discounted forecasts. That's why she's in here. Okay. Mojo World's probably in our favor. Just wish I knew what he was playing. All right, so we want a brood here. But I also want to get cards into Mojo World. And this may shut him down from being able to do it later in the game. It does not feel good to... I never recommend people playing Maximus for cards, but... Okay. So we're not... I was thinking we could Spider-Man, but you lose the Spider-Man too, just so we're clear here. Is this a magic? No, it's not a magic. Captain Marvel, huh? I wonder if he may not be able to really get into... Let's see what happens here. I stand corrected. I don't like this play. What I do like... No. Let's do it like this. I want to see what he's got. I don't want to snap and him, and he may easily beat me. I don't know what he's playing. But I've only seen 3 of his cards, so I'd like to get some more information. I say 3. I've seen 4. Yeah, I feel like if I had have snapped him here, he'd have left because he's taking a long time.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So that's... So we won. No, we didn't. Well, no, Captain Marvel can't move or he loses the middle.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Should have snapped. So he's running Invisible Woman, trying to do the Killmonger thing that we used to beat Kitty Pryde and bounce decks with. Not as much of an issue right now. Now his Shadow King's an issue. Guess we're doing this. Can we get Absorbing Man? Oh, this again. Okay. So, I mean, we know what that means. But maybe I could move his Invisible Woman over there and he wouldn't get the benefit. Okay, is this not a Silver Surfer list? What the heck is this? It didn't matter. It didn't work anyways. It didn't work anyways. I really don't want to give him a lot of cards, so I guess we're gonna do this because I'm afraid he's gonna play Shadow King behind the Invisible Woman. I don't like this guy. Not a fan here. Feel like we gotta save. Well, he's gonna be able to play a... Oh my god. And I took priority. Yeah, we leave here. Your 4 cost cards are costing like basically 1 now. Like, all right, so we're gonna have to be... It's gonna be hard to really be confident though. I wish I would have snapped last game. I think I'm missing 3 of his cards here. Oh. Can we get Brood next turn? That would be great. If he plays Zabu, I'm just going to take it from him. Oh, not this again. I don't really want to take that from him. I guess we're playing Spider-Man. I guess we are. What was this? Oh, okay. Dang. I really don't want my Nova there.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So we know what that means. That's fine. I'm not really worried about that. His Spider Ham is like destroying me though. He snapped because he's got Killmonger, right? I mean, that's what's going on here. Is this Captain Marvel? Sera. So he got the Sera anyways. How do I have priority? I feel like we have to stay. It's not likely that we're gonna win here because I feel like he's just gonna Shadow King me on the left. I really didn't want priority, but I guess even if he Shadow King me, it wouldn't. Got him. Okay. 2 cards missing. We needed that one. Dang, I wish I would have snapped him back. That's 2, but maybe he's not a Silver Surfer. He's just running Shadow King as tech, which is good tech. Oh, Lord. So hopefully his Spider Ham hits Maximus. Because this is going to be Sera, right? This is going to be Sera. Yeah. We're taking that from him. I don't think he's got any way of taking it back from me, so. I didn't even realize we were still in the cheap rounds, the low stake round. Yeah, I think he knew. I could snap first turn and he'd have to beat me twice like that. I bet he's got Shang-Chi. What do we think? Could we get a Brood? Brood would be great. Oh no. We're gonna play Into the Unknown. Maybe we get something good and we don't get punished ever. I'm getting really tired of this whole I'm taking it from him and I'm probably dropping Maximus underneath.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hey, I'm kind of good with that actually. But y'all know New York is like the worst ever. It's like who can guess better here? And if he plays Captain Marvel, that's really like great for him. But being able to play Maximus right now is good. Can we not hit Captain Marvel? Okay. The last card I played, maybe he plays Sera on the left and I take it from him, huh? Because the last thing I played was Rogue, right? Technically. Oh, if that's Sera, I'm gonna be upset. Oh no. I don't think we're staying for an extra cube here. Oh. Are we just rolling with it? So you can't move that card. You know what? for 3 for the game, why not? So you got Captain Marvel. Oh. It's gonna really depend on Spider-Man here. Oh, no, it's not.
Neighborhood Spider-Man.
We got him. There we go. There we go. What are my stats with this deck right now? %92%. I'm 11-1. What is going on with this deck? God. Okay.